Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and in this vid we will be modding the Twilight V.4 DMR. DMR stands for Designated Marksman's Rifle. It's something between a sniper rifle and an assault rifle, single shot usually, intended to be used over longer ranges, sometimes by scouts or individuals that move on in forward positions. So, this is an interesting one, let's get to modding it. Twilight V.4, it's a DMR as we stated, accuracy of 89, stability of 80, damage of 360. I'm gonna be discussing this 360 in length throughout the vid, reload time of 225, max ammo of 160, stamina chance of 50, fire rate of 3.1, pretty quick, magazine capacity of 16, weak point damage of 300, and handling bonus of 10. Pretty much no damage fall-off. The perk state, stability plus fire rate plus handling. Additionally, plus 1% weak point damage on weak point hit for 3 seconds. This effect stacks 5 times. So the gun has a lot going for it. It will stack weak point damage upon weak point damage, and it can get some stability as we can see here. So it's pretty controllable with a good fire rate. But what's the problem with it? After we mod it, I'm going to discuss its weaknesses. So, starting from the muzzles, it's calibrated hider for weak point damage and handling, counterbalance brake for stability and accuracy, extended fast hider for effective range and a small thermal explosion if you are 12 years old, triangulated hider for weak point damage, effective range and handling, tanker muzzle for weak point damage, stability chance and effective range, and precision hider for stability and weak point damage. Now, there are two ways in my opinion that we can go. It will either be the calibrated hider for much snappier responses and weak point damage, or you can use the tanker muzzle for an overall more balanced experience and the chance to stumble a target every 15 seconds. I usually do not suggest you use it on sniper rifles because that 15 seconds window is very punishing. You can play really careful to be able to land that thingy on the big ones, but this is a fast firing DMR. It's a really fast firing gun, and you will be spraying a lot of lead left and right. You might as well capitalize on that by CCing some of the enemies with a high stumble chance and stun chance. I would not suggest it for the Ballista Flechette or for some of the other DMRs or sniper rifles, but for the Twilight it seems to have worked out pretty well for me. Large muzzle, armor piercing rounds, magazine capacity and 25% damage against armored, assault mag, fire rate and reload speed, extended field mag, magazine capacity, max ammo, swift eject mag, reload speed and handling. Magnetic casing is fire rate and stability, and high capacity magazine is magazine capacity and max ammo. Wherever you can have this, armor piercing rounds, you go with armor piercing rounds. The magazine capacity increases by quite a bit, but the extra damage on the heavies is a godsend. It is amazing and really helps out on higher difficulty settings. Optics, as I always state, avoid anything that will put you in a scoped state. You use too much situational awareness and the maps really aren't that large. For me, the viable options are always tactical scope and digital scope. Now, this gun cannot achieve the highest possible weak point damage multiplier that we can get in the game, but its snappiness, it's one of its weak points, strong points, sorry. So, tactical scope is good, but for me the best thing you can do about this is go dig. But with the digital you get accuracy, not that you need it, weak point damage, plus the handling, plus the zoom magnification. If here instead of the tank muzzle you go with calibrated, you reach 60% handling. That means that your scope aims down and shrinks in no time, and it comes out instantly. Very responsive. Of course, even if you go tanker muzzle, it's still very snappy. Not as snappy, but still very responsive. So with this configuration, you can pretty much optimize the gun for all possible scenarios. Now, something I have to state, guys. Do not use the Twilight on extreme or insane for the simple fact that it's a 360 damage number weapon. I'm gonna take you into the rifles here. the directly superior weapon above this is the Scout, and it has double the damage. It does not fire at half the speed, it fires higher than half the speed of the Twilight, but it has more than, or not more than, but much higher damage numbers. The thing with these damage numbers is the multipliers that you get. If you multiply this per shot with the 320 that we have according to how we modded this gun in a previous vid, you get pretty substantial numbers. And remember guys, not all your hits will be crits and not all your hits will land on enemies. So making sure that your successful shots land and cause huge damage is very important. Twilight can never achieve those huge numbers, and you will be shooting a lot of bullets, meaning that you will miss even more shots. If you're hammering down a huge heavy or a Praetorian or whatever, it's better to have the chance to do decent damage by shooting a couple of well-placed shots than peppering the place all around. I'm not saying that the Twilight is not a good gun. It's good, it's viable, it's usable, it will serve you up to intense with great effect, but not for extreme or insane. At least this is my opinion on the matter. So don't forget to visit our Discord. It's growing and I'm very thankful about that. You can find people there to play with. You can find the Discord in the description. I'm making at least 2 modding guides per day and upload additional content as well. So sub, like, and share for more stuff like this, and until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!